Hello and welcome. I'm Ash Mannix. This is we're continuing our playthrough. This is part 2 of Sweetest Monster. In the first part, we got introduced to our main character, got a little bit of backstory from him, and found out that he's married with a child. Wife's not happy, because of he's a piano teacher, does private lessons as well, and one of the kids he tutors. Her mother has had a divorce recently and is leaning on him for emotional support, and the wife is not happy about it because the local gossip squad have found out and chatting about it. She's also not happy about him, our main character, Robin, I believe his name is, ignoring his child, not taking her out when he promised to take them both out on trips. At least at some point. He's not done it for a month. He's been promising to get a day set aside for her. So, and it seems that his daughter is estranged for him, and that she avoids him like the plague, which is not good. So yeah, like a really crappy situation for all involved. Everyone seems to not be super happy, and we came across this character called Belle. This character here, if you can see where my mouse is, who seems to be a spirit. Turns out that she used to be the cat of our great aunt, who passed away years and years ago. It's a cat that we knew when we were little, and 30 years later, she's appeared. Apparently, we tried to save her life as a child, and we almost drowned in the process when we didn't actually need to save her life as a cat. She was able to get out, and she's came back saying that she feels that she owes her whole life to us. Not because we didn't save her life, but apparently we saved her in a sense, in that she was a spirit. She was forgetting, she was taking the form of a cat because she didn't have enough energy to take on the form of a human, or she was hiding, and she was a cat for so long that she was beginning to forget herself and just become a cat. And the act of us trying to save her awoken and reminded her that she was a spirit and brought her back to her senses. So we saved her from becoming a normal cat, because if a spirit is in a form for too long and forgets themselves, they become the thing that they have impersonated, and they will just die. So she would have become a real cat and would have just died after the average, whatever normal lifespan of a cat is. So anyway, we will continue. Load game. So we came across this new character. She explained herself. She's very enamored by us, and she says that she owes us her life. She owes us everything, and so she's going to give us everything in our life, whatever that means. And we're now on to the next day. So that we had gone out for a walk after having an argument with a wife, went to a lovely British river in town full of rubbish and mud and crap, and that's where we came across Belle, the spirit person that used to be a cat, who's now gonna kind of haunt us, probably, to quote unquote help us whenever we need to. Bunch of red flags going off everywhere. So yeah, this looks like it's gonna go places. So yeah, let us continue. The breakfast table was quiet the following morning. Shafts of sunlight divide the table in two, me on one side, Sally on the other. Melly isn't here. She hardly ever is. I know that, but I still ask. Why isn't Melly here? You know why. Sally sighs, setting her newspaper to one side. It crumples in the face of a UKIP politician. UKIP? I mean, I don't think we're using... This is just like... I don't know. I don't think we're naming actual political parties and stuff like that. actual. I suppose they mentioned Costa and stuff like that. This just feels too. I mean, clearly this was done in Britain. Splash across the front cover distorts, his head collapsing in on itself. It's because she doesn't want to talk to you. I nod, taking another sip of my coffee. Try, play it cool. We're just discussing the fact that my only daughter probably doesn't love me anymore. Makes you wonder, do you think that that he feels that she doesn't love her, that she's got this behaviour towards him because of something he's done? Or is it just she's just kind of developed this dislike for him and it's not his fault? I feel like he's probably done something. Did she already go to school? A nod. Is this the silent treatment? Mature. Melly didn't need to do that. I'd give her a lift if she wants. Melly's school, St. Catherine's. Right, if it's called St. Catherine's, it sounds like a posh school. I might be wrong, but whenever you got like a Saint something, sounds like a fancy school. It's only a short walk away from Wheatfield Juniors. This is English as hell, but that's probably why Melly refuses to let me drive her there in the first place. Oh, Wheatfield Juniors is probably the school where he teaches music. Having a primary school teacher as a father, and not just any primary school teacher, but a music teacher, must be embarrassing. Especially when I had the pleasure of teaching most of her school friends only a few years ago. Did he teach her? Was she in his primary school? Not that Melly has any friends. If she does, I've certainly never met them. Oh, damn. This is not looking good for Melly. It's not looking good for Robin. Melly doesn't like asking for favours. She keeps herself to herself. Sally, you're not doing any favours though. I was in this situation. I would hope that if she's not got a close relationship to the father, she'd at least be a bit closer to the mum. But if she's not close to the mum either, it seems to me like the problem's not just with the father. There's like a bigger problem here. Especially when I'm around. I can't really blame her for that. Oh, that stings. Isn't that a bit too early in the morning for caustic comments? Wait, I can't really blame her for that. Elaborate. What's he done? I feel like he's done something and he's not talking about it. I apologise. I'll try to rein my acid tongue in until at least 5:30 in the afternoon. Thank you. It would be appreciated. Oh well. I laughed dryly and set my mug of coffee down on its coaster. Sally always gets mad when I forget to use one. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to leave tea stains on the table. Come on, man. Coasters save tables. I know it's a pain in the arse, but you should do it. Depressing though it may seem, today is a normal day. Sally and I at the table, embalmed in our own respective silences. It's been like this for a good year or so. There's no reason why it shouldn't be like this now. Even though the events of last night were so fantastical, they may as well have been a dream. Perhaps they were a dream. Nothing seems to have changed. I get to my feet. Depositing the cup by the sink, my car keys jingle in my pocket. I'll be going then. Have a good day. Sally's looking at the newspaper again, holding it in both hands so the broadsheet threatens to swallow her whole. She doesn't look back at me. How cruel. If I got into an accident on the way to work, what if I died? About 5 people die on the roads every day in Britain. Those are indisputable facts. This is not a good line of thought though. I could be one of those statistics someday. Man's feeling sorry for himself. But Sally doesn't seem to care. I mean, she's not thinking about that car, whatever. Maybe she'd be happier that way. I'm sure Melly would. God, this guy's like me for real. Miserable bastard. Except for he's got a wife and kid. Fuck me. This looks like such a nice little area. Bloody hell. Look at that. Big freaking gates and shit. He's a primary school teacher. Seems to be doing well for himself. I can afford a place like this in the UK. On primary school tuition wages. Granted, his wife is a translator, right? So she's earning a wage as well. But still, man, it's tough. It's tough. As I walk out the front door, shielding my eyes from the intrusive sunshine, I think about Sally. I think about Melly. I think about myself and sigh a deep self-pitying sigh. Meeting Belle last night must have been a dream, some form of escapism. I bet most rapidly approaching middle-aged men have fantasies about young girls finding them attractive. Do they? What other purpose do those raunchy calendars with half-naked women have if not to stroke egos? They don't stroke egos, man. Nobody's... I mean, I feel like the calendar's there for hope. Oh my god. A false hope. Nobody that attractive is going to like you, mate. Get over yourself. Sally always says men are disgusting. That's a healthy thing. What a healthy way to look at things. All men are disgusting. It's like saying all women are, I don't know, gold diggers or something nonsense. Generalizations. Charming. Healthy outlook in life, eh? I must be too, having a dream like that. Well, to be fair, you did dream, or, well, it could, I don't know if it's a dream or not, but it was a cat girl, and she was yeah. At least I don't like Marmite. I like Sally. Now, Marmite really is disgusting. Get the fuck out of here, mate. I don't really, I've never had Marmite, so I wouldn't know, but still, comparing your dream of a cat girl to someone liking Marmite, the cope is real. Exposed to the light of day, my hazy recollections of some 10 hours past are distorted. I can hardly remember what the girl looked like, other than those eyes, those bright, burning eyes. I shake my head. It never happened. It was just a delusion, a dream of better things beyond my humdrum job and arguments with my wife. I should be old enough to know better. I should be, but that doesn't mean I am. Like the morning, the day passes without event. My Year 4 group after lunch were particularly obnoxious, and Heather Chambers ended up in tears after Cody Bamber made a disparaging comment about her mother. Something along the lines of her being a prosy. But that was fairly standard. Prosy? Is that lingo for prostitute? You get used to stuff like that when you've been a teacher long enough. It desensitizes you. Right, let me check something. What age are Year 4s? That's Year 4 age. 8 and 9-year-olds. 8 and 9-year-olds calling other kids' parents prosies. That's pretty great. Well, kids are cruel. I did feel a bit sorry for Heather though. She's a sweet kid and she doesn't deserve it. I think it must be her red hair. It makes her an easy target. What? Right, wait, what's a prosy mean? Yeah, prostitute. Okay, right. What? She's being picked on because of her red hair? Man, get the fuck out of here, kids. Where do kids even pick up such vulgar language? They're only 9, probably from Cocomelon. The dodgy YouTube videos. Well, I don't know about Coco. I just hear loads of kids watch Cocomelon, but they'll watch a Cocomelon video and then YouTube recommends something else which is super dodge. They're only 9. I didn't go around calling my classmates' mothers prosies when I was a kid. I was outside playing with my model airplanes. Wait, you weren't playing with friends at all, were you? I blame the internet, as we all like to do. Of course I do. I'm getting old and that's what all old people do. Yeah, I suppose before the internet you'd be like, I blame the youth. I don't know, I blame whatever's prevail. So the internet is the prevailing entity that connects people, right? So you could just blame it for everything. The internet's made more people horny and bad and addicted to stuff. I mean, it's not like it has, but it's, whatever. Sweeping statements. The evening passes in a similar fashion, dull, monotonous, and completely predictable. I see Melly for all of 10 minutes when we sit at the dinner table for an awkward meal. Sally tries her best to instigate conversation, but Melly keeps her head bowed, half submerged in the oversized folds of her hoodie and replies with vague mms and ns. Yeah, it sounds like Melly is going through either an emo phase some serious forms of depression, might be some like potentially bullying going on at school. It's not healthy. I mean, I'd like to hope that they actually talk to the teachers when they go for the parents' night stuff to ask them if they know about her general attitude in school. I don't know. These are all red flags. All these are red flags. She looks tired, keeps rubbing her eyes. I worry she'll pitch forward and end up face first in her mashed potatoes. She's probably staying up late all night. Oh, what's she up to though? She doesn't leave the house, does she? As long as she's at home, I mean that at least negates her hanging around with people that she really shouldn't be in the middle of the night. I don't know. There's a bunch of red flags here. She wears an oversized hoodie. She should become a programmer. I hope she's getting enough sleep at night. That's what she has the melatonin for. That's what she has the what? Joanne Fowler said it would help. That's not that I trust Joan Fowler. I say Joanne. Is it Joan or Joanne? I'll say Joan. It starts to get dark. I find myself sitting in the living room with Sally, staring at some insipid show on TV without really watching it. Sally and I sit together, but we don't talk. We hardly ever talk, not unless we have something to complain about. How did this happen? How did we let this happen? Maybe it's not a case of letting. Maybe this is what awaits all marriages somewhere along the line. The Halcyon honeymoon period followed by disappointment, diffidence, and gradual decay. The words using some of these words are pretty fancy. The thought is so depressing, it's enough to rouse me from my sleepy stupor. My subconscious shifts guiltily. I know I shouldn't, but I keep thinking about her. I don't like this. I don't like this. It's like that. It's like you know those you know those creepy things you hear. It's whenever a teacher has an extremely illegal relationship with one of their students, and it's like, oh, they just listened to me, and it was someone I could, like, you know, they're usually going through some sort of stuff in their life, and they kind of latch on to a student who listens to them when no one else is. Maybe we should call the FBI now. Officer, honestly, she's like 100-year-old demon. She told me. Look at the cat ears. Oh, this is so dodge. Was I so desperate for anything to save me from this rut that I started hallucinating? Is this story a warning about reaching middle age? Like, I feel like, there's a movie, American Beauty, which is kind of like this, where it's like dysfunctional family, father having a midlife crisis, does some weird shit, gets involved with his daughter's friend, who I believe is 18, but it's still his daughter's friend, and potentially gets involved with her because he gets infatuated. Oh, it's so bad. This feels a lot like this. Note to self: if you are not happy in middle age, just jump off the bridge. Don't have this type of crisis. Get a car, get a coupe car, get a motorcycle. Don't do this. Holy shit. Or how about this? Go to couples counselling if you're not happy with your partner. Like, get counselling. Go see a what do you call it? Not a shrink. What do you call it? A therapist. It's worth. I feel that in these circumstances, especially if it's that bad, it's worth it. Especially if your daughter's not communicating as well. Have a family therapist. But no, my man's got himself a free therapist in the form of his I hope it's an imaginary cat girl spirit. It's like anyone that shows him interest. It's interesting though, right? So he's not happy in his marriage, and so he's in this position where it's like his daughter doesn't like him, she avoids him, his wife is arguing with him, the marriage is kind of like falling apart to a degree. It's not like destroyed or anything, but it's like this kind of slow erosion of happiness. And so now there's two characters so far that I've shown him attention. One is I cannot remember her name. One of the mothers, the mother who's divorced, right? Annette's mother. Something Waite. Was it Waite? I think the surname is. She's taken an interest in him, and he's shown no interest in her, right? Which is interesting. I just realised I said interest a lot in that sentence. Mainly, I suppose, because he sees that her personality sucks. So, I mean, she looks nice. I think he did say that she is reasonably attractive in looks, I think. But, like, he was like, no, you would think that would be the avenue that you would normally take in this situation if you're going to do something like that. Going to run away, escape, look for someone else who's showing you the love that you're not getting from anyone else. And he's like, so they've given that scenario, and he's like, I have no interest in this woman. And that's what people think. That's people are gossiping that he's having an affair, right? And he's like, nope, I don't give a shit about that person, she sucks. And this like young girl, this girl comes, right, this young woman who's like, I am a spirit, and look at me wearing a scantily clad outfit and kissing you on the nose. And now he's infatuated by her. Or he's not that bad yet, but it feels like we're going there, right? Are people that easy to manipulate in these situations? Is it that easy? I'd like to hope not, but I don't know. Was I so desperate for anything to save me from this rut that I started hallucinating? There's just no way Great Aunt Clarice's cat could really be a cute girl. No way. Am I going crazy? Is this what having a midlife crisis feels like? Yeah, I think so. Hey, Sal. She makes a small noise, registering my words, but she doesn't reply. Not properly. Am I that undeserving of her attention? Look at this, the things that he's thinking. Oh. This man's beating himself up. Mentally. That stings a little, Sal. I'm going to make a coffee. You want one? Sure. Milk and sugar, right? She nods. I've been married to her long enough that I don't need to double check, but I do it all the same. I feel like I have to. Suddenly, terrifyingly, she feels like a complete stranger. Sally might be my wife, my Sally Pally, but how well do I really know her? I know that she giggles like a kid on helium when you prod her belly button. that is kind of cute. And I know she has a mole on the underside of her right foot. That's something you'd find out fairly quickly in a relationship. Especially when you're married. I know spicy foods make her nose run, and I know she saw Grease 6 times when it came out in the cinema when she was a girl, and I know that she makes the white sauce for her Christmas puddings, a secret recipe she guards jealously from the rest of her family. I know she takes her coffee with milk and sugar, but at the same time I feel like I don't know anything about her at all. Yeah, these feel like a bit more surface level, right? You haven't talked about what her likes and dislikes are, what motivate her. I feel like, these things are a bit more core. Have you never explored these things? Right, I'll get it for you in a sec. Thanks. No prob. Our interaction sounds casual, completely natural, but it still makes me feel tense. We were having an argument this time yesterday evening about Arabella Waite. That's it, Arabella Waite. Of all people. Arabella's sodding Waite. Are we going to pretend that never happened? Maybe that's why Sally's ignoring me. Maybe she's mad at me. Did she not say to you that it wasn't really her that was the thing that really pissed her off? It was the fact that you kind of stood up her and your daughter. Like you never went out with them when you said that you were going to plan to. Or maybe she isn't ignoring me. Maybe she has nothing to say. Isn't that even worse? Is that how little I mean to her? I mean, doesn't it go both ways though? What do you have to ask about her? Did you ask her about how her work was going? What she was doing? I rise to my feet and pad into the kitchen. I take out 2 mugs from the cupboard. Sally's has a picture of Snork Maiden on it. It's one of her favourites. Set them on the counter and start to rifle through the fridge. Snork Maiden, what the fuck? Is that real? I have to check this. Oh my god, Snork Maiden's from the Moomins? I did remember watching the Moomins. It's like some Saturday morning. It used to come on sometime on the TV. I used to watch it. Such a weird show. I liked it though. Didn't know Snort that was a character from it. That's nice. Houston, we might have a problem if you ran out of coffee. Sally, there's no milk. Oh fuck. She doesn't respond. Maybe she can't hear me, though it seems unlikely. I'm a quiet person by nature, but I've developed a rather loud shouting voice after working at wheat fields for so long. It was inevitable, really. Kids do that to you. But Sally doesn't say a word. I didn't want a cup of coffee that much, but I guess a small errand will give me something to do. That was the only reason why I went to the kitchen to begin with. To escape. That's not a good sign. I'm going to go to the store and pick some up. Is that okay? Still no response. I take the silence as confirmation. I close the door of the fridge with a dull thud. Right, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Silence. Nothing more, nothing less. I can't say I'm that surprised. Don't know, would it have been worth going back into the room just telling her in her face? Rather than just shout it out from the other room? I don't know. I walk along by the riverside, my hands jammed into my pockets. My fingers brush against the cold metal of my keys, strangely reassuring in their chunkiness. At least that's one thing that will never change. The chill of my house keys against the palm of my hand. I don't know, maybe one day they'll get rid of house keys. I don't know why they would do that. You'll never take my house keys from my... You'll take my house keys from my cold, dead hands. The weather's been particularly temperamental lately. It's hot during the days, but cold at nights. It just can't make up its mind, trapped between spring and summer. Yeah, welcome to UK weather. That's May for you. I shiver into my jacket, expelling my breath into the chilly air. I could have taken the car, but I fancied a walk. The sound of my footsteps against the pavement is comforting. A little physical exercise never hurt anybody, even if the cold isn't particularly pleasant. I need to work out more. That's what I tell myself. But I know I have ulterior motives. I want to see her again. That girl. This is bad, mate. But she isn't here. Yeah, so you walked to the same place to hope to see her again. This is like when you have that crush. The girl's going like, oh, maybe she's gonna be... If I go there to that, you know... Maybe she'll be there again, I'll see her. Not good, man. The bridge over the river is empty, devoid even of late night joggers and dog walkers. Come to think of it, I haven't seen a single soul since I started my mini odyssey. Are there no other men out there trying to avoid their wives? It's an interesting question to ask. The thought makes me feel a bit lonely. Ugh, I'm alone. I'm pretty sure you're not alone in that. It's just that people don't go to the crappy river to get... to escape. Oh dear. I'm a fool. As if she would be out here at this time. It's late. Good girls should be indoors at this hour, doing their homework. Not that she goes to school. Mate, she's a spirit girl, apparently. I don't know if there are many schools in the area that accept cat spirits. I'll have to ask around. But also, didn't she say she's like potentially hundreds of years old, or older than you at least? I crossed the bridge with a heavy heart, trying to set my own melancholia aside. How pathetic. A grown man like me shouldn't be swooning after such a young girl. Yes, especially not a young girl who might be part cat, but is most definitely 100% daydream. The wind stirs the leaves in the trees overhead. The door beneath the bridge glows beneath the light of the moon. Belle might not be here, but that abandoned shopping trolley is, in all its ghostly glory. It looks mysterious in the dark, its metal skeleton shimmering in the moonlight. An exotic creature of the deep. Ah, I can hear, just beyond the soft moan of the wind, another sound. A dull creak, carried on the breeze. I think I know what it is. There's a small park on the opposite side of this river with rusty old equipment. A climbing frame, a slide, a couple of seesaws, a few swings. I used to go there with Melly back when she was a little girl and didn't feel embarrassed about being seen in public with me. I used to push Melly on those swings and they would creak. They needed oiling even back then, and a fresh coat of paint. She would laugh, delighted, her bobbed hair fluttering in the breeze. Bobbed hair. It's different now, of course. She doesn't laugh like she used to. I don't think she could, even if she tried. I pause, overrun with nostalgia. I'm sure it's just a few local kids pissing about, wasting time while their parents worry. But I'm suddenly curious. It wouldn't hurt to take a quick look in the park. Sally won't mind. I doubt I could make our relationship any worse than it already is. Oh, hello. Oh, I was wondering if we'd run into each other again. You? That's right, it's me, in the flesh, for a limited period only. Roll up, roll up. She ceases her swinging, the heel of her right foot pressed against the ground, and tips her head to one side. A playful grin flits across her lips. Do you know, the way they describe this, I'm kind of worrying. I'm wondering, right? She must be wearing shoes, right? But if she's a cat girl, do they not wear shoes? I feel like they can still wear shoes. I don't know why I'm thinking this. She looks happy to see me. You know what, mate? I feel that this, hopefully, hallucination should make it evident to you that maybe you should just get a cat. I think that might be the solution, right? Get a cat, bring some new blood into the family, assuming that Sally is okay with cats, and if she likes cats, bonus. And trying to get a cat that is a more friendly cat, if you can, right? Or or a cat that really likes you, at least. That would, like, you'd at least have or a dog even, right? Dogs are heavily relying on the people that take care of them, domesticated dogs. So, like, get a dog, take care of the dog will love you. That will at least give you someone who cares for you. That might alleviate some of the depression. Maybe it'll help you put your mind space into a better place. Though I think getting a dog, simply because you're depressed, does sound like a dangerous thing to do. But anyway, she looks so happy to see me, genuinely happy. She looks happy to see me, genuinely happy. Her green eyes, framed by her dark hair, sparkle. Wait. Sorry, again, I was just thinking of something, and I had a horrible thought about this. We'll carry on. I'm not used to people being pleased by my presence. It catches me off guard. She's very good at doing that. Now, what are you doing here at this time? I fold my arms, using my best teacher voice. Not that it has much of an effect. She only grins. Huh? A cat girl can go for a swing in the park, can she? She shouldn't at 10 o'clock It's dark. You don't know what kind of people could be out there. Oh my, do you think there are all kinds of scary men who'd leap at the chance to ravish a beautiful young thing like me? Holy shit. I didn't say it in so many words, but yes, I suppose so, yes. Men like you mean? No, no, shut up. I groan. I think I rather walked into that one. Yeah, you did. I'm not going to... that word, man. I'm not going to ravish you. I just wanted to buy some milk. That's a fucking quote and a half. I'm not going to ravish you. I just wanted to buy some milk. Oh, God. How disappointing. She pouts, her lower lip jutting out like a misbehaving kid. Her fluffy tail sways in the breeze, the ears protruding from the top of her head twitch. The fact she has ears and a tail to begin with is bizarre, but the overall effect is rather cute. It does raise one or two questions, though. Is it safe to have those out in public? What? The ears? I gesture towards them and Belle gives them a small prod, as though she's never seen them before in her life. They twitch again. Ooh, you mean these? Doesn't it go without saying? Well, it might be a little bit risky, but I'm a girl who loves gambling. If you want to win big, risk big, and all that stuff. What are you hoping to win by wandering around at night with a pair of cat ears sticking out of your head? Oh, I don't know. Your love and affection, maybe. Why? What? Is this man in a cat girls? And how... Wait. And how did you know I'd happen to stumble upon you here? Most middle-aged men don't wander around parks in the middle of the night. That sounds so dodgy. It's like, why are you wandering around the park in the middle of the night then? Not unless they want to end up on the front cover of the Daily Telegraph with a wildly exaggerated statistic about the prevalence of paedophilia. And the rural UK attached to their names. Holy shit, this is too specific. Fuck. Daily Telegraph, lol. Call me a cynic, but I don't think that would work wonders for my career. Oh God, as a primary school teacher. I just had a feeling, that's all. This is this is too British. I don't know. It feels too close to home with all these references. It's like this weird, supposedly spirit cat girl shit going on here, and we're in fucking I don't know where we are. Fucking Oxford or Cambridge or some shit. A feeling? Yup, I find myself drawn to your side no matter what you are. Wait, no matter where you are, what you do. It's because I love you, darling. Why are you saying darling? Why are you talking like that? Don't call me that. It's like, what the fuck are you? It's just like a rich... super rich or something. Why not? Because we're out in public and somebody might see us. One of my students, for example. Why are your students out in the middle of the night? But I thought you said good girls don't go out this late at night. Well, you'd like to hope all your students are good people. But hey, you might get some bad people amongst them. They shouldn't know. Not if they know what's good for them. Shouldn't you be worried about their parents being out and about then? They might, like, parents could be out getting quote unquote milk. So I was just out to get the milk. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Then it's no problem. There's nobody here to disturb us. Here, have a seat. She pats the empty swing beside her. It swings in the breeze, the rusted chains creaking like something possessed. I shake my head. I don't know if that's very safe. If the playground at Wheatfields looked anything like this one, Ofsted would have shut us down quicker than you can say potential lawsuit. Don't be like that. You might be a bit bigger than me, but I'm sure the swing can handle it. I'd rather not take the chance. Also, being caught in a swing... being caught swinging, lol, in a park with a girl, a cat girl in the middle of the night. Let's just say anyone's career would fucking be ended there. My life is difficult enough as it is. I don't want to add a broken leg or a fractured spine to the pile of my pre-existing problems. I really only went out to get that milk. Sal will get mad if I'm not back on time. Then why did you stop by the park, huh? I pause, rubbing a hand against the back of my neck. She's got me. She's got me, and she knows she's got me, because the smirk on her face widens. Deadly. Devouring. Don't describe it like that, weirdo. Well, if you really can't spare the time to hang out with little old me, it's alright. I understand. You do? I'm almost sorry to hear her say that. Though I was trying to rebuff her advances, making excuses, that's all they were. Excuses. Yeah, I don't want to put pressure on you. It isn't attractive when girls are too needy. But she gets to her feet. The swing creaks in protest, swaying precariously. Her legs, protruding from the bottom of her dress, are pale and white, almost dangerously so. If it weren't for the wide smile on her face, I might think she was sick. Pale and white. I mean, she might just be really fair-skinned, doesn't get out in the sun at all. Isn't she cold, sitting on the swings in such a thin dress? So sheer, I can see her shoulders through the transparent straps. Cat girls really are peculiar. Yes, cat girls. That's what this is. This better be a fucking... this better be in his head. I don't... like... I don't like the implications. I don't like any of the possibilities that arise. If it turns out that she's not a spirit and that this is not in his head. I want to come with you. There's something from the store I want to try. What? Oh, why don't you go and buy it then? Because I don't have any money, duh. I've only been able to assume this form for a few days. I'm hardly in a fit state to apply for jobs. And I don't know what skills I have to offer when I'm still getting used to having opposable thumbs. She pauses, her green irises darting to the right. She knows quite a lot. I don't know, she's pretty self-aware for someone that's only been in human form for a couple of days after like 40 years of being a cat. I guess I could always... Wait, what was that last one? She pauses, her green irises darting to the right. I guess I could always sell my body, become a lady of the night. How does that sound? Why is that the first thing you jump to? Girl, you don't need to do that, man. just start OnlyFans. It sounds unwise. Are you worried about my chastity, Robin? I don't like this. This is just like fucking... You know, like, I'm just seeing red alerts everywhere. Just the lights flashing. The flags are flying everywhere. It's like red everywhere. Warning, warning, warning. Go back home. Get the milk and go home. I don't know who I'm more worried about, to be honest. You or the client. Well, it's true that I'm not ordinary, girl, but you know that already, don't you? I'm well aware of that. Yeah, you're not. Let's just say you ain't normal. Despite her slender stature, her skinny arms, her inquisitive eyes, there's nothing innocent about Belle. Her eyes, set into her pretty little face, are searing. My skin blisters. Blisters? Why? I shudder. She isn't the kind of person I would want to cross. I don't know the full extent of her powers, and I don't know what she's capable of, but I don't want to find out. Alright, I guess I can buy you something, if you want to come with. You would? Really? Her eyes widen with excitement, like a child's, and she claps her hands together. Her ears prick up, alert. That's right, just don't come into the store with me, okay? Somebody might recognize me. You're ashamed of me, huh? Look at the way you're dressed. And this, and it's cold outside, and it's the middle of the night. Yeah, I'd be embarrassed to walk in with someone dressed like a fucking cat girl in a skimpy outfit in the cold in the UK in the middle of the night. I don't want my wife to find out. It might get a bit complicated. Right, I get it. Don't worry about it. She beams, giving me a quick salute. I can keep a secret, I promise. I sigh, my fingers pressed up against the serrated edge of my house keys. It stings. This, whatever this is, shouldn't have to be a secret. Technically, I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't know, you're entertaining, talking to a person that could be your imagination or could be a spirit, but also could be a young girl dressing up as a cat girl in the middle of the night. Pray dodge. Either of those options are pray dodge. Either you need to get therapy or this girl, I don't know. You need to get therapy. I didn't plan to meet Belle out here. I just happened to stumble across her. You were hoping to meet her, mate. Come on. That's why you came. That's why you came into the area in the first place. It's hardly an illicit tryst. We're not having an affair. Not yet. But one could say that, you know, it's more of an emotional affair, right? Not a physical affair. But I know, all the same, this isn't something I should talk about, not with anybody. I can't even explain how I feel about Belle to myself, let alone anybody else. Let alone Sally. Belle was as good as her word. She waited outside the store obediently when I went outside, like a puppy called to a bollard. Her request was also humble, much to my relief, and easily fulfilled too. What did she ask for? An ice cream. A cheap one, only 60p. 60p. That is a cheap ice cream. Oh my god. 60 pence. The kind little kids like, made of milk. Wait, aren't cats lactose intolerant? Belle sits in the swing once more, and I, though I don't know how, find myself sat next to her, my carton of milk sat in my lap. It leaks coolness against my right thigh, and I feel my skin going numb through my jeans, but I make no motion of moving. I'm too busy watching Belle. She unwraps the ice cream tenderly, divesting the frozen treat of its wrapping as though it's something precious, and hands the rubbish over to me. Of course she does, she can't just put it in the fucking bin. Here you go, present for you. The more I think about the situation, the more, like, I think, what's going on here? And I kind of almost don't, I don't think I want to know what's actually going on here. Let's just take this on face value. Let's just assume that she's a spirit. Because she ain't no fuck, whatever this is, she ain't what she says she is. And I don't like any of the implications of what's happening here outside of the spirit story. Thank you, milady. Much obliged. And the more I think about it, I'm like, what's going on here? And then it's like, why would this be going on? And I'm like thinking, I don't like this. I don't like this. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's something else. She giggles, brushing a few strands of hair away from her mouth, and surveys her prize. It's a pale white colour vanilla, and it's a pale white colour vanilla and shaped like a cylinder. What? Oh no! But why an ice cream of all things? I'm easy to please. I didn't want to burden you with any extreme requests like rare jewels or designer clothes. Why would you care about designer clothes? You're a fucking spirit. This is okay. Rare jewels, maybe. But the designer clothes thing, that's not spirit talk. That doesn't sound like a spirit. I'm thankful for it. My budget wouldn't stretch that far. And I doubt the co-op stocks stuff like that. The co-op? Sorry, I'm just loving how fucking British this is. Oh, I just went down to the co-op. Also, I mean, it's almost like that she knew that, you know, she knew what is available in the co-op, and she knew what your budget was. And doesn't this work out well for all of us? I guess. I don't know. It's a bit cold out for ice cream, don't you think? I don't mind. I like experiencing different kinds of sensations. Isn't that the best thing about being alive? So this is the only thing that makes me think, okay, maybe she is a spirit, because it's pretty cold outside and she's not acting like she's cold. She's very good at hiding it, so maybe she is an actual spirit cat girl. Let's hope, because that's the least dodgy of the scenarios that this could be. Okay, it just seems kind of childish. Is there anything wrong with being childish? Isn't the best way to live life being excited by the small things with wonder and curiosity? Alright, Alice, alright. Lol, Alice in Wonderland. She giggles, sticking her tongue out at me. Besides, ice cream isn't that childish. It is when it's a mini milk. I've not had a mini milk. Is this must be a thing. Oh my god. Fuck this. The Walls mini milk vanillas. It's a fucking just like a cylinder of fucking ice cream. Fucking hell. That is childish, come on. Oh, you'd be surprised. What? No, I knew this was gonna happen. No, bad game. Where's the spray bottle? I need to spray you with water. With a coquettish little giggle, Belle dips her head and drags her tongue along the length of the ice cream. Don't react. I blink. My cheeks turn pink despite the cold. Of course, I should have known. Why didn't I guess? Mate. Whatever. It must be because of Melly. I associate this particular brand of ice cream so entirely with my 5-year-old daughter, she would have lived on this stuff if I'd let her, that I failed to realise it could be used for other, less innocent purposes. Is Melly 5? Wait. Nah, Melly must be older now, right? She can't be 5 now, because she wears a hoodie, and I feel like you don't start wearing hoodies and being evil at the age of 5. I mean, some kids would, I suppose. Oh, red flags everywhere. Got the shiver down my back, right? Because I've got a feeling that something is... I've got a feeling about where this is going to go, and I really, really don't like it. And if I think about it more, the more I think about it, the more I really do not like what the possible stuff is going. What the story? I'm wrong. It's okay, Ashmanix. You're probably wrong. You're probably just a horrible person thinking a horrible scenario. Let's carry on. Now I feel foolish. Don't close up on it, game. Don't close up on it. Belle drags her tongue across the shaft. God, fucking hell. Of the ice cream a couple of times, her eyes half lidded. Every once in a while she moans softly, seductively. Eat the ice cream properly, girl. What the fuck? The noises she makes are soft, barely audible, but I can still catch them. Maybe because I'm in the state of hyper-awareness myself. Guys, I need to fucking... What? This whole game. Like, it was okay in the beginning when he was arguing with his wife. No, I still felt uncomfortable then because it was like horrible conversations about him like talking to a parent, and like the woman's probably wanting emotional stuff because she's divorced and she's leaning on him too much, and he doesn't even know her that well. And that was uncomfortable when I was seeing him argue with his wife. And this is going downhill more and more and more. I don't like this. It's like, oh, this mysterious spirit has appeared out of nowhere all of a sudden. Oh, why? Oh, what's that mean? Why does it happen now? Oh, the definitely is spirit cat girl. Yeah, that's it. Man believes it. He's like, this must be in my imagination. Yeah, cat girls are real. Man wants it to be real. The man wants it to be real, right? He's not thinking about this too much, right? He's not questioning this. He's like, you know how he's like, he's not thinking about the situation rationally. He's just allowed himself to be lulled into this idea that this is a spirit, and the spirit has came when he is supposedly most needed the spirit, and it's in the form of, the question I would ask is, why are you in the form of an 18, let's just hope you're 18, okay? An 18-year-old girl. Why couldn't you have been like a 25-year-old woman? Well, I mean, an 18-year-old young woman. Why couldn't you have been a bit older, right? 20s, 30s, right? I don't know. You're pretty old. You say you're like older than 40, maybe hundreds of years old. Why did you take this form? Why did you take the form of a potentially malnourished cat girl? And what do you wait every day for me? Like, I'd start, he doesn't want to ask. I think so, subconsciously or consciously, he doesn't want to ask these questions because he doesn't want to find out this is not real. And I think that reluctance. Now, maybe this is just me, armchair psychology, being an armchair psychologist about this. But I'm thinking that his reluctance to really question this situation and, like, properly figure out what the fuck is going on. Is this real? Is this not real? Let me ask you some serious questions to check this. Let me vet this properly before I just accept this bullshit. He is gonna fucking regret this. Anyway, let's continue. All of a sudden, the sensations about me feel even more acute. The wind through my hair, my feet on the ground, the carton of milk pressed against my thigh. I shiver. What do you think you're doing? Don't ask. Just look away, mate. Belle lifts her head. This is like someone. Look, Belle. I'm just saying. I think that when Belle was a cat, she must have been watching too much anime at Great Aunt Claire's house, because clearly Great Aunt Claire must have been watching some cat girl anime bullshit, and that's what's going on here. I'm just saying, either that or she was on the hub for some reason. I mean, Great Aunt Claire, she just had cats, right? We all have weaknesses. Maybe she was on the hub, because this is stupid as fuck. This is fuck. Belle lifts her head, a strand of saliva. I know what's going on. A strand of saliva connecting her pale pink lips with the side of the ice cream. Very good. It quivers, semi-transparent for a few moments, like a gossamer spider's web before it snaps. This is too much description for this. Isn't it obvious? I'm trying to seduce you, Mr. Hawkins. I also really don't like how you call him Mr. Hawkins. I don't know, it's just like, because as a teacher, right, you get called Mr. Ashmanix, right? Mr. Hawkins, I don't know, but if you're a teacher and you're used to being called that, if someone's trying to seduce you, I'd rather you not call me that. It's, I don't like the association. I don't like where we're going with this. No, we're not doing this, okay? This is bad. But why? I don't know. I just like attention, I guess. Just thinking no truer words have ever been said so succinctly. That last bit there. Anyway. Well, you have my attention. You have it, so you don't need to keep doing that. Oh? She giggles, her eyes half-lidded. Is this too stimulating for you? A little light ice cream petting? Ugh, what the fuck? I'm too ill for this. I just didn't expect it, that's all. Oh, your cheeks are turning turning red. How cute. I'm not cute. Yeah, nobody... Nah, don't call me cute. I beg to differ. When you react like that, how can I stop myself? It's only an ice cream, but you're already getting so het up. Het up? You're getting so het up. Is that a spelling mistake? Or is that a phrase? Guys, I don't know anything about what the youth say. Let me see. I think it's a spell. Oh my god. Het up is an informal adjective that means to be anxious, excited, or slightly angry. What? Fuck, I've never heard this phrase before. Wait, how new is it? It's probably because I'm old, right? This is a new... do not... does it tell you when it came into the vocabulary? 2021, 2020s. Yeah, it's after my time. I don't know what the fuck. Okay. That's an actual word. I'm learning, guys, I'm learning. She used to eat those by the handful, my Melly. Mate, why are you talking about your daughter, right? I don't like this, okay? One second. One second, guys, just gonna have to pause for a sec. Sorry, that's me back. Apologies for the break. Hopefully, I paused the recording, so shouldn't miss too much. And also, I'm gonna munch on sweets, will probably be bad. Hopefully, you can't hear the munching. So where are we? She used to eat those by the handful, my Melly. In the summer, they'd melt, and she'd end up with sticky ice creamy goo about her cheeks, and I'd have to wipe it away. Belle's cheeks are getting similarly sticky. She can't eat ice cream properly, but the effect it has on me is completely different. My man. If looking at someone reminds you of your child, maybe, just maybe, we should take a step back and think about what's going on here. Okay. Melly was just a little girl, my dear daughter. Belle, on the other hand, she's a different matter altogether. Her own cheeks are glazed a soft coral pink. Her dark eyelashes tremble. She moans softly about the ice cream as she takes it deeply into her mouth, her lips pursed, her throat tensing. My man, what? Fuck it now. Throbbing. No. Shit. Alright, that's really enough. I get to my feet in a hurry, upending the carton of milk as I do. So, it hits the grass with a soft thud. The white milk inside it sloshes. Belle draws the ice cream from her lips and blinks up at me, her eyes big, bright, staring. She's enjoying herself. I can tell she's enjoying herself, that little devil. What's wrong, Robin? Was that too much for you? Oh, you didn't call him Mr. Hawkins? I breathe heavily, my chest rising and falling beneath my coat. I can feel my toes as they curl against my socks, my thighs as they rub against the denim of my trousers, and something else too. Bro. Shit. Oh my, maybe it really was too stimulating after all. I'm sorry. Belle gives me a look of concern, though I doubt it's very sincere. If it was, she wouldn't give that poor abused ice cream another covert lick. What a dick. You must have it tough, Robin, getting so worked up about something so small. Shut the fuck up, you are slopping that thing like a pro. Something so small. What the fuck? Your wife mustn't treat you very well, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? You need to elaborate. My wife is fine. Happily married. Right, I can do without the insinuations about my sex life, thank you very much. You know, if you're having a bit of a dry spell, I wouldn't mind giving you a helping. Oh my god. Right. Okay, well, I cut her off. My voice is a little louder than it should be. It sticks in my throat. I cough. I'm afraid that if I let her finish that sentence, I might be tempted to take her up on the offer. I'm a weak man and I can only take so much temptation before I cave in. It's true my relationship with Sally has been rather dry lately, as Belle put it. But I don't know if I'd feel better even if we were having sex on a regular basis. I don't think it would make us like each other more. That's an interestingly mature take on that. She probably can't bring herself to be intimate with me, not when she suspects me of cheating on her with Arabella sodding weight. I don't think she suspects that, mate. I genuinely don't think she suspects that. It seems obvious that you don't like her. I don't know. I feel like it's something else. She has talked about how you're neglecting her and Melly. Or Melody. I guess I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to be intimate with anyone who had slept with Arabella Waite either. Oh my god, there's so much shade thrown on this character. If only Sally knew the truth. Arabella Waite doesn't hold a candle to Belle. Yeah, if only she knew the truth. I prefer young cat girls. Fuck, you know. Okay. I'm gonna suggest something that's super fucking dodge. I'm getting so many red flags here. And if you assume that this is not a spirit girl, but this is actually a person who's fucking with our main character Robin, like messing with them or manipulating them or whatever, right? On this, with a bizarre story of being a cat girl. I feel like the story is giving a lot of little red flags, and I don't even like fucking suggesting this. And I hope I'm fucking wrong, because I'm just gonna say it. What if this Belle person is not Belle, but actually Robin's daughter? And I fucking hate. The only reason I'm suggesting this is because I read some of the reviews of this on Steam, and they're like, "Holy fucking shit!" Right? And I'm like, "Some shit must go down." And the more I think about this, I'm hoping this story is purposely trying to lead me astray. There's little things there. I mean, it doesn't kind of make sense in total, but it's like, oh, they mentioned that his daughter had a bob cut when she was little and used to play on the swings. He says Melly likes these shitty mini milks or whatever, right? She used to love them. What other things? He keeps referring to Melly, like being reminded of it. And the thing... And when I think about this, I then think, right, this is fucking horrific, right? But then what's the motivation from Melly's point of view? Now, Melly, the reason why it's like, this would, like, first of all, no one's going to assume his daughter is trying to suggest, what the fuck, that's fucked, right? Maybe I've watched too much anime, I've seen too much shit. When someone even hints towards something being super dodge, nothing's off the table. But what if the motivation, I hope I'm fucking wrong, right? But what if the motivation from his daughter is like, so his daughter avoids him. Is it because she feels that he's changed? And for some reason she avoids him. She feels that he's a changed man. Maybe this happened when him and his and Sally started to like fall out with each other, and she started to like fear that the what they've become, because they've changed, and she's wanting to relive, like, and she's maybe been influenced by some other weird shit, and she wants to relive what it was like when she was younger. So what's she doing, right? They're at the park in this instance, and he says, I used to take her to the park. So she's technically spending time with him in the park. Now, the cat girl aspect, maybe because she's a fucking degenerate and into anime, because this is all anime fucking trope bullshit. I am a 200-year-old cat girl spirit, and you saved my life. And she would probably know about the story of Belle the cat, right? Oh god, I fucking hope I'm wrong. And I'm just thinking, because the eyes, does his wife not have the same color of eyes? Now, that is the weird thing though. He is like very shocked by the color of her eyes. And that's the only thing that makes me think, right, maybe she is just like this cat girl thing, like an ephemeral being. But this is too absurd, right? We're fucking going down to the co-op with our spirit cat girl. Fuck that, man. I don't know. Oh, this is so bad. And it's like she just wanted to be like it was when she was a kid, but she feels she has to do it this way because she's fucked up as well. And that's why they're doing these things, even though and she just wants to make her dad happy. Please be wrong, Ash. Please be wrong. Let's carry on. Let's ignore that, okay? That's not what's gonna happen. It's fine. I have not looked into this, right? I'm just seeing the signs of she likes that mini milk. It says that she had a bob haircut when she was younger, so she might have cut her hair. Like, she might normally not have the bob haircut. Maybe she got it cut recently to a bob haircut to relive her being young again, when her dad was good to her and used to take her out and stuff. She's having the mini milks in the park. I don't know, the dress sense is fucking bizarre, right? And it hasn't hinted towards, like, she watches anime and she probably bought this from Alibaba or something, right? And the cat ear is from Amazon. And we all know how the cat tail works. And the thing is that he says that his daughter always wears a hoodie, right? He hardly sees her. She just has the hoodie up and eats food, so he doesn't see her. She looks very skinny, right? Well, I mean, she's fine. I don't know if it's unhealthily skinny. Very pale. She doesn't get out much. The daughter doesn't seem to get out much. He describes her, like, he even subconsciously relates to her, maybe because of this appearance. He even says that she's about the same height as his daughter. And the things that she does, where she kisses him on the nose and stuff like that, is like, it's a childish thing to do. And you could interpret it as being like, oh, look, she's being weird and coquettish as a woman, or that's all she knows because she's actually just like still has a mental thingy. She's still like a child mentally, at least in that respect. Oh, I don't like. Oh, this is fucking hurting my soul. I'm wrong, guys. I'm wrong. I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible person. These are horrible assumptions. This is not where this is going to go. It's fine, right? It's fine. It's going to turn out that this is actually Arabella Waite, who's a witch, who could turn into a cat woman or something. Yeah, it's fine. It was nice, like, fucking the shit that's going on here. It was nice seeing you, Belle, but I really should be going back home now. The other thing is that she would know when he's left the house as well, if it's his daughter, so she could run out. The only thing is she doesn't seem to feel the cold, but maybe she's hiding it still. Belle raises an eyebrow, glancing at the front of my pants. Like that? No. 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 Do you know what? I regret even saying what my thoughts were. I regret even thinking it. Because I don't like where this is going to go now. Well, why are we still here? I glance away, my cheeks red. That might be a bit of a problem, but the walk back home, not to mention the mounting guilt, should take care of it. This is all your fault, Belle. Don't say it, just walk away. I already told you I'd be more than willing to take responsibility. No. Don't tempt me. No. But that's what I want. Don't say things like that. It's improper. Man, shut the fuck up and just walk away. Belle shrugs. Okay, you're the boss. I just want to thank you in whatever way I can. That's what I'm here for. Right, sure. I sigh, running a hand through my hair. I think I'm starting to get a headache. The only other thing is, right, the thing that goes against my horrible theory is that he would fucking recognize what his daughter looks like, right? Like, there's no way he wouldn't recognize her, even if he's not, like, seen her for years. Which, I mean, he sees her at the dinner table. So, maybe... Hopefully I'm fucking wrong. Hopefully I'm fucking wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope I just had this horrible thing. It's just because of those little red flags. She is young enough to be... They haven't said what age his daughter is, but I'm assuming she's a teenager now, because he talks about when she was young, he used to take her out. So that was about, what, 7 or 8 or something. He's been married for... How long he said? 20 years? I don't know how long he said he's married for. No, it's wrong. This is just a random cat girl spirit. That's what this is. I'm sorry if I went too far. I'll try to be nicer to you next time. Yeah, don't suggest weird favors. There's going to be a next time. Of course. I was thinking you must get pretty bored at work, so maybe I could... You are not going to eat anything at me erotically when I'm at work. Mate, that was very specific. There'll be children around. I'm sure I can think of something. I can hardly wait. Wait, mate. You should not forget the ice cream thing. You should not be wanting her around you at work. I mean, for it to sound sarcastic, but sarcasm is a little difficult given the bulge in my trousers and my genuine desire to see her again. Oh, no, go have a cold shower. Go, run. I've only known her for 2 days and she confuses me. And I don't really understand what she is or what she wants, but I feel like I already understand her better than I understand my own wife. Bro, because she's literally a 2D fucking character, right? She's just like, I just want to help you. I'm a weird woman. I'm a spirit. I just want to help you. Like, literally, I mean, the only difference is she's just telling you what you want to hear. God damn. Just ask your wife some questions. Ask her how her day went. Ask her what she does at work. Come on, man. I don't know. Get out of this death spiral. Robin, you're going down a bad route. I know this is a kinetic game. There's no options. You're going down a very bad route, Robin. Don't go down it. Come back. Stop playing. I need to stop playing this game. Hey, Belle, I'm curious. Yes, what is it? How'd you like to take your coffee? If she says, like, I like my coffee how I like my... She says that, Joe. I don't know why the question comes to me. It just does. It feels wrong somehow that I know how Sally likes hers, milk and sugar, when I don't know Belle's. You've only known her for like, this is the second day, man. Calm yourself. Coffee, huh? It's been a while since I had that, but... Belle ponders, pressing a finger against her lower lip. I think I like it black. Okay. Figures. What? Why? Is she a cat? Wouldn't you I don't know, she had them iced lolly, right, with the milk. Would the weird aged stereotype not be, I'd like it milky? It goes well with her heart. That was cold. What a cut. Hey, Sally. I stand at the threshold of the living room, unsure whether I should step inside or not. Do I dare? Why am I feeling so anxious? Is it because of my rapidly deteriorating relationship with Sally, or is it something else? Guilt? Don't flash back to this, guys. I don't even need... And the other thing is... Are we ever going to see the daughter? She's always in her room, right? That's a bad sign in general. Like... They're not showing the daughter. She's always in her room, so they don't know what she gets up to. She's on her old laptop, so she's on the internet. I don't know what time this is set in, but he mentioned UKIP, so I'm assuming no. It's after the 2000s, so there's internet. Wait, I don't know when UKIP were founded, but if it's mentioned in the news, it's probably like in the last 10 or 15 years. So like, yeah. Look at that. There's little musical notations in the kind of background of this. That's pretty cool. Is that the music notations for the music for this what's playing just now, I wonder? I don't even need to close my eyes to remember the soft moans Belle made as she let her tongue trail across the length of the ice cream. Man, don't describe it all again. Her cheeks were flushed and her eyelashes trembled, her head bobbing back and forth, though only slightly. This is literal anime bullshit. I shift, trying to drag my mind out of the past and into the present. I don't need these kind of distractions right now. I'm meant to be with Sally, yes. But my mind is miles and miles away. Let me just double check something. Right, that's... Oh my god. I mean, that the mum has like similar eye colour. Oh, it's hard to tell, but I think they're green as well. I don't know if it's the art style. We don't see any other characters, but... I mean, the art style's... it's hard to fucking tell, but she looks similar if she had the black hair. Wait, could it be the wife? Nah. Imagine the wife was doing that. That would be hilarious. That would be kind of, I mean, it'd be dodge, but it'd be kind of cool if the wife's like dressing up as a cat lady just to like fuck with him. And then he's like, if he eventually like does something, well, obviously it's not the wife, but if it was, it'd be funny if he did something and then she like takes off the wig and she's like, reveals that it was me all along. You are cheating on me. And he's like, but you're actually the wife. And she's like, I was testing you. I was trolling you. I bought the milk. Do you still want a coffee? I know what Sally's going to say before she opens her mouth to say it. No. And what took you so long? Where were you? What can I say? Good old-fashioned something came up excuse. It wouldn't be entirely wrong, no matter which way you choose to interpret it. I'm sorry. I just got caught up looking at the moon. It really is a pretty night tonight. What bullshit. Looking at the moon? Whatever you say, Robin. I'll admit, it's not one of my better excuses. It's the truth. I just wanted a bit of fresh air, that's all. Mate, don't fucking double down. Shut the fuck up and just make the coffee. Why? Is the air in here not good enough for you? Is the air in here not good enough for you? Damn, man. Damn, she's snippy. I mean, he's bullshitting still. He deserves this. It isn't when Sally glares at me like that. It makes me feel short of breath, like I'm stranded on an alien planet. Yeah, that feeling of you being trapped, right? Suffocating. This is supposed to be my house. I pay for half the mortgage. Why should I have to feel so uncomfortable in my own home? Yeah, I mean, it's weird that you say I pay for half the mortgage. I think if, like, you can just be like, this is our home. Why should I feel so uncomfortable in my home? Right? I don't know. But I suppose it makes it clear, right, that they've both paid half, so it's like, this is their home. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable in it. Come off it, Sal. Nothing happened. There wasn't enough time for anything to happen. I was only gone 20 minutes. Oh, I don't know. The way you said that makes it sound like something did happen. 20 minutes is more like half an hour. Okay, an extra 10 minutes. What do you suggest I was doing in that time? What can a man do in half an hour? Mate, you can... Sally sniffs. I don't know. It just seems suspicious. Mate, you can do a lot in half an hour. What are you talking about? Take you 2 minutes. Suspicious? What's so suspicious? Man, this is bad. Don't fucking triple down. You were talking to your imaginary cat girl. That's still like, I feel like in a sense, even if it's imaginary, it's like some sort of red flag. And in a sense, you are like, it's not good. And if she's real, you are currently emotionally cheating on her. I've got the milk like I promised. You sure you don't want that drink? No, you probably put her off. I'm not in the mood anymore. I'm tired. Yeah. I thought she might say that. It's what I've been hearing in the bedroom for the last 2 months. The other thing... It only makes sense that her general authority would extend to the living room too. Yeah, I suppose it's consistent, right? Sally gets to her feet, depositing one of the cushions she was cradling back onto the sofa, and gives me a withering look. So she was cradling a cushion, right? Is that not a sign of something? She's always holding a cushion, right? And she holds it like tight. Is that not a sign of stress, anxiety? Is something happening with her at work? Is she maybe cheating on him, I wonder? No. Or at least suffering from some anxiety with work. Now, if he goes into the office and she works from home, I mean, it's possible that she could cheat on him without him knowing. Someone came to the house. I feel like he would notice though. But there seems to be something causing her a bit of anxiety. Either it's because she's the suspicion of him. I mean, maybe it is the suspicion of him cheating on her, but I wonder if it's something else. I wonder if it's work related or something. I'm going to bed. Good night. I'm not sure how, but she even manages to make that sound like an accusation. Yeah, mate, you were doing some questionable stuff, right? I mean, if you go on, explain to her that you bought an ice cream for a random cat girl, and then you sat in the park while she ate the ice cream in a way that got you hard, right? Now you say that to her and do you think you feel alright? No, because it's not right, and she wouldn't like that, and that's why you should feel bad, and that's why you should not fucking double down on this argument. Right, good night. Sleep well, Sally Pally. That, I don't know why, man. I feel like when he says Sally Pally, I feel like he's a child, man. Sally Pally, what the fuck? But hey, everyone has their own little names for their partners and shit, whatever. It's just cringe to hear. It's cringe when you hear it and you're not the couple. But she doesn't reply. She brushes past me, our shoulders bumping for the briefest of brief seconds, but that's all. But almost as though the mere thought of touching me makes her cringe. Also, it's interesting, so they have mentioned that she has her hair in a bun, right? Tight bun. He says that. He mentions it as a description as she's walking up the stairs, and he mentions when she's asleep that she looks younger or more attractive when she has her hair out. And why is she doing that? Like, did she normally keep her hair out before? Because I wonder, right? I feel like that's a sign of something as well. That she's keeping her hair scrunched up. She's keeping herself unattractive. I mean, she might not be doing this consciously. It might not be a big thing, but she's making herself a bit less attractive by doing that to him. And I don't know. I wonder if that's on purpose as well. Because she's like, I don't want to do anything tonight. I don't want to do stuff. I don't want to be physical. Like, they're not cuddling each other on the sofa or anything. I don't think there's much there, but he's touch starved, it seems. But she's holding it's the way he said that she was holding the pillow with dear life, and I don't know if it was because was she paying attention to the TV at the time in the first night? I don't know if she was she holding it tight because of the suspense of what she was watching on TV, or because of something else? I don't know. I feel like these are all big signs of something. Anyway, let's continue. Wait, did I read that last line? Oh, May the 13th, Thursday. Right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to save here. I'm going to go to the main menu. So I think I'll leave it here for this part of the playthrough. Yeah, so interesting stuff. We met the Sweetest Monster once again. I've given my theory, which I'm not going to repeat now. I hope I'm fucking wrong. But yeah, like she's directing this relationship to a more like, or like hinting towards a more sexual aspect to the relationship, and he's kind of falling into it. Like he's enamored by her. Like he's looking forward to see her. It's the only person that's making him feel good when he's feeling shit. And he's like looking forward. He's wanting to see her again without admitting it. And then she started that fucking anime bullshit with the ice cream. Of course she. Oh my god. And then she's like, I'll do anything. I'll make you feel better. And I'm like, oh no. No. And I've given my theory as to what I think is going on, and I hope I'm fucking wrong, because if I am not, I don't know. I don't want to be right. But we'll leave it there for this part of the playthrough. I am Ash Mannix. This is the Sweetest Monster, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.